Hello Tokusatsu community and welcome back to Toku Topics. Today I'm taking a look at the Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger Gashapon Dark Sentai Gear set, which is vaguely what that says. Obviously it's going to be close to that. So this is the final kind of piece of the trio of Stay Caesar merchandise that came out recently. Of course, we'd already taken a look at this thing, the Deluxe Gear Tojliner, or Gear Tozinler, because I know a lot of people don't like when I say Gear Tojliner or whatever. So, we took a look at this already. We took a look at the Candy Toy Sentai Gear set a little while ago as well. And today we have the Gashapon Dark Gear set. So this will have everything else, every other Dark Gear that was not present in those other two releases. So that way you can have all 45 Sentai, or 44 Sentai before Zenkaiger, I guess, have their Dark Gear counterparts. So, very, very big box, because this one is bigger than the other ones, which, how am I going to open this? So, basically there's more gears in this set than there were in the Candy Toy one and everything like that. So it should be interesting to take a look at this. I'm very excited about this one, because there's a lot of good Sentai in this one that were, just released in the Gashapon format during the Zenkaiger toy line. Because this is basically what the set is. It's just a bunch of gears that were previously Gashapon exclusives in their original releases. And now they're all thrown together in a set here. Alright, so there it is. The Gashapon Dark Gear set. So very, very similar in structure to the Candy Toy one in terms of this like very kind of similar tray and everything. Very, very pretty picture of Stay Caesar there. A different picture than the one on the Candy Toy one. Definitely attracts a lot of glare. You can maybe even see me right there a little bit in the kind of reflection of it. On the back, we get just a master list of everything that is in this set, along with a lot of glare from the lights and everything. But yeah, this set has the Dark Gears for Jacka, Battle Fever J, Denjiman, Sun Vulcan, Goggle 5, Dynaman, Changeman, Flashman, Maskman, Liveman, Turbo Ranger, 5-Man, Jetman, Die Ranger, Kaka Ranger, O Ranger, Ginga Man, Time Ranger, Geki Ranger, Shinkenger, Goseiger, Go Busters, Kyoryuger, Tokyuger, Lupin Ranger, and Pato Ranger. So, basically, if you want to get any of the pre-Jew Ranger teams, a majority of them are here, because that's just how the Gashapon toy line worked out. So, let's go ahead and take the lid off, which there's just not a lot of space here for all this stuff. Ta-da, there it is, all of the gears. So I believe there are 26 of them in this one. Very, very pretty. I mean, very, it's like I said so many times already, similar to the Candy Toy set in structure in terms of there just being a bunch of gears in a nice foam tray. But that's all that we need it to be. So, of course, there's just a lot of glare coming on that Jacka one there. I'm trying to move the light a little bit to kind of have it not be as bad. There we go. So, that's something. So, of course, we're going to take a look at all of these in the Gear Tojliner. So, I'm going to go ahead and bring that up here, because we're going to test them all out and take a look at all the gears individually. Alright, so first up we have the Dark Jacka gear. So this one is one that was used by Stacy in the show. There are a good amount of these that were actually seen on screen here. A lot more in this set than there were in the Candy Toy set in terms of ones we actually saw him use. So there is Jacka. We'll test all of them out, just doing the hero side, nothing crazy. Alright, so off to a great start. Next up we have Battle Fever J. So actually, I think, like I tried to do with the Candy Toy one, so this one originally released in, I think it was Gashapon Set 6. Battle Fever J, I think, was originally in Gashapon Set 4, if I'm remembering all this correctly. So here is Battle Fever J. Battle Fever logo back there. I love the purple and silver look of the Dark Gears. It just really pops. Then we have Denjiman, originally in Gashapon Set 5 or 6. I know it was 5 or 6. It was one of those two. I'm thinking 5, honestly. Denjiman. Then we have Sun Vulcan, which I know was originally in set 3 of Gashapon. Now we have Goggle 5, which was one of the earliest ones seen in the show, but came out very late. We didn't get this one until Gashapon Set 6. It took a while, but we did eventually get it. And then next up we have Dynaman, which was originally in Gashapon Set 6 as well. They kind of just threw the last remaining ones in, like I said, at the end. So there is Dynaman. So far in that first row, I do believe, if I remember correctly, that Jacka is the only one that we saw on screen from that row. The next row has a couple more we did actually see on screen. So here's Changeman, not one we saw, but just one that we have in the set anyway. This one originally came out in sets 5 and 6. 5 and 6, basically, it's kind of hard to remember exactly what was in what because of the fact that they were all just kind of the remaining pre-G-Ranger teams and such like that in there. So, but I want to say Changeman was 5. So when Stacy first showed up in the series, he showed up with some of these ones here. So Flashman, for example, was one of the earliest ones he ever used. In the episode where Stacy fought two Kaiser and stuff, he didn't use Flashman against them, but it was around that time in the show. So there is Flashman. And it was another one that was weird that we saw so early in the show, but we didn't get to Gashapon sets 5 and 6. I think that one was a set 6 one, actually, in particular. I could be completely wrong on that one. I remember what was in sets 1 through 4, but then I get to 5 and 6 and it becomes a little fuzzy. And then we have Mask Man, which is another one that Stacy did actually use. And Mask Man originally came out in Gashapon Set 3, along with, that was a Sun Vulcan that we took a look at there a little bit ago. Next up, we have Live Man, originally from Gashapon Set 4. So that's a good one right there. I love the look of these Dark Gears. I'm so happy to have a full set of them now with this. Then we have Turbo Ranger, which showed up in Gashapon Set 5. I'm pretty sure that was a Set 5 release. Oh, it didn't show it off. There is the Turbo Ranger gear. Very nicely detailed back there with the text and everything, which I think just really stands out nicely with the silver on the Dark Gears, more than on the gold chrome on the regular gears. Next up, we have 5-Man, another one of the final gears to get released from Gashapon Set 6. And this was also one that Stacy did use, if I remember that correctly. He did use the 5-man gear, so there it is in here. Now we get the final pre-Zyuranger team with Jetman originally from Gashapon Set 3. Alright, and that is the halfway point of this. So we've gotten through the first 2 rows, so nothing too crazy there. We'll come with our stacks over there. Next up we have Dyranger, originally from Gashapon Set 1, I believe, actually. Yeah, Set 1 had this one, so there is that. And the Dyranger logo. Yeah, because Gashapon Set 1 was like Zyuranger and Dyranger and Tokuger and stuff. Next up we have Kakaranger, originally from Gashapon Set 2. Next up, we have another one that Stacy did actually use, and that is O-Ranger, originally also from Gashapon Set 2. So that's a really cool one. I like this one a lot. This one's going to have the same sounds that the evil Tukai Katanar did, or Tukai Riki did, which we took a look at in the Candy Toy set, actually. Alright, then we jump a couple Sentai ahead for our next one, which is Gingaman, originally from Gashapon Set 4. Next up, we have, from Gashapon Set 2 originally, Time Ranger. Now we head into like a whole row of ones that Stacy used. Stacy used every single one from this one all the way through that one. So that's pretty cool that we finally get them in the toy line. So originally from Gashapon Set 5, we have the Geki Ranger gear, which he used to summon Super Geki Red. Actually, he used the next couple to all summon like super versions as well, so that's interesting. Yeah, a lot of these gears in these Candy Toy and Gashapon Dark Gear sets just never showed up on screen. But you can imply that he used them because he summoned all those Sentai Mecha and he had to use the Kikai sides of these to do that. But we never actually saw them on screen except for a hand select few. Basically about 10 of them or so. We have the Shinkenger one, which I believe is the only Dark Sentai gear that Stacy used twice. Unless you count the fact that he's used different Sentai gears for Kikai sides and then summoning them later on. But we did get to see him use this originally to summon the Dark Shinkenger team, and then later on in his power-up mode, he summoned Super Shinken Red with this. So This is a very important one that he used, but it will have the same sounds that Tsukai Katsunar did from the Candy Toy set, which is not super surprising, since that's how those gears work. Alright, and then also, by the way, Shinkenger was originally in Gashapon Set 2. Now, from Gashapon Set 5, we have the Goseiger gear here, number 34. There it is back there, which he used to summon Super Gosei Red. Now we have the Go Busters gear, which he used to summon Red Buster Powered Custom. Originally from Gashapon Sets 4? Now the final one in the set that Stacy actually has used, the Dark Kyoryuger gear, which he used to summon Kyoryu Red Carnival, and was originally released in the regular version back in Set 5. And then we have one of the original Sentai Gears ever, number 38, Tokyuger, originally released in Gashapon Set 1, all the way back at the start. We finally have a dark version of now. Now, both from Gashapon Set 4, we have Lupin Ranger. And finally, Pato Ranger. Alright, and there we go. That is all of the Dark Gashapon Sentai Gears, which if you've watched this video and the Candy Toy one and the video on this toy as well, that is all of the Dark Sentai Gears, which completes the Sentai Gear collection once again, having them now in a brand new color. Very, very pretty. I love these things. Let's wrap this up. Alright, and that is going to do it for the Dark Gashapon Sentai Gear set, and honestly, it might even do it for, the original Sentai Gear toy line as it is. We don't have any other ones announced. There are some ones that they should be giving us at some point, like Zenkai Red and Akiba Ranger that we've seen on screen that we don't have toys of, so hopefully we get those someday. But for right now, it looks like this is kind of the end of Zenkaiger stuff before we transition into the Abataro, Robotaro, and Ultra Gears that we're going to be getting for Dawn Brothers, which I will be taking a look at. As many of those as I get, I don't know if I can go full-on completionist with that line like I did with the regular Sentai Gears as much as I would like to. But yeah, this has been a lot of fun. I'm really happy that Bandai gave us all of these. I was kind of worried that they would give us maybe only a couple of them, or maybe at least the ones that Stacy used, and I wouldn't have been upset if we at least got the ones that he used, but they went ahead and gave us all of that, plus all the other ones that he could have used. So there's a lot of technically non-canon gears here, but that's perfectly fine. I love the look of these Dark Gears. I highly recommend this set for a couple of reasons. If you're a Stacy fan, a Stacy's fan, if you bought this toy, it's definitely a lot of fun to have these ones. Of course, if you never got all of the Gashapon sets, these are just different colored versions of every gear that came out in the Gashapon toy line exclusively. So if you never track down the regular versions and you don't care about the colors of the gears and you just care about the sounds, this is a perfectly good set to get. It goes great on display with that tray and everything with the candy toy ones, and I highly, highly recommend it. So until next time, you can follow me on Twitter at LiveRangerKey or at LightningFigPR, and you can check out reviews on everything else from the Sentai Gear toy line here on the channel. And until next time, I'll see you all later. Zenroku Zenkai.